Hey guys, it's Warren here, and today we'll be checking out the Tefal Cook For Me Touch with Wi-Fi. It's basically a digital pressure cooker that's designed to make food prep super simple with loads of recipes included. So let's review some of its key features, then we'll be using the Cook For Me to make a recipe of our own. Now, the Cook For Me is a little bit bigger than your standard pressure cooker that you'd stick on the stove, but that's probably because of all the stuff that it has built into it. Although I would say it is probably about the same size as your standard slow cooker. And in terms of accessories, you of course get your power cord, but also a steaming basket, which is used for recipes that uses the Cook For Me's steaming function. It also comes with a colour touchscreen which can also be tilted, which is perfect to stop you having to crouch down to see the screen, depending on the height of your work surface. Now, when booting up the Cook For Me Touch for the first time, it takes you through a nice visual setup process, which is also really easy to follow. It will guide you through setting the device up on your Wi-Fi, again using the touchscreen, and it also makes it really easy to download the Cook For Me app onto your phone using a QR code, and then linking your app to your Cook For Me device as well. Okay, so in total there are over 150 recipes that can be cooked in 10 minutes or less. And between the Cook For Me device and the app, you can browse over 500 recipes in total using the colour touchscreen. You also have the option to easily filter recipes to find what you want quicker by using filters for things like preparation time and meal occasion. And one thing I love about this is you can see all the results visually, so you can see what you're cooking beforehand. When you find a recipe you like, you can easily see all the ingredients you'll need and how they need to be prepared, as well as the cooking steps and directions. And what's great is directions are available visually, and there are even videos available, which helps make preparation super simple when you're in doubt. And another great easy to use feature is that if you're organising your recipes on the app, you can easily add them to your favourites where they'll then instantly become available on the Cook For Me. And in case you were wondering about cleanup, the colour touchscreen is, thank God, waterproof and can simply be wiped clean. And also the non-stick pot which sits within the Cook For Me can also be cleaned in the dishwasher, which should make cleanup a lot less traumatic. So, my wife has challenged me to introduce more fish into our weekly meal planning. So let's see how the Tefal Cook For Me can help me find a new fish recipe which I've never cooked before, that's easy to prepare and most importantly can be enjoyed by the whole family. So I found it easiest doing my recipe research on the Cook For Me app. I simply went to search all recipes and typed in fish, have a browse at the visual results, and then found a cod stew that I really liked the look of because it didn't have many ingredients and I love chorizo. And a great feature is, if you find a recipe you like on the app, you can hit the send button and it will send it straight to the Cook For Me, so you don't have to search for it on the device as well. Also, you can adjust the serving size, which here I've changed to 4, and it will also adjust the ingredient quantities to match the servings. So, on to step 1, it gives me a nice visual representation of how I need to prepare the ingredients. Then the next step is to fry the onion and chorizo, and the Cook For Me will start heating the pan to the right temperature so I can start doing this. And then after the frying time it will turn the heat off and then move me on to the next step. Again, visually the Cook For Me is telling me that I need to add all the remaining ingredients for the recipe into the pan. So this includes the cod loins, a can of chopped tomatoes and a can of butter beans. I stir all the ingredients together, and then the next step is to prepare for it to be pressure cooked. To do this, I simply close the lid and then secure it into place using the locking mechanism on the top. The next step on the colour touchscreen is to start the pressure cooking, so I hit the start button. The Cook For Me starts preheating, and then it's going to cook those ingredients under pressure for just 5 minutes. And don't be alarmed about what you're about to see, because as it's a pressure cooker, there will be loud jets of steam coming out the back. Now, after the 5 minutes of cooking, the Cook For Me will need a small amount of time to depressurise, making it safe to open the lid. And once it tells me it's safe to do so, I open the lid and then the cod stew is ready. I simply just season it with some salt and pepper and then serve up straight away. What's also great is you can keep it on a keep warm setting if you want to serve it later. And for the end result, this cod stew with chorizo does genuinely taste great. With a little bit of seasoning and also all those yummy flavours from the chorizo, they're all infused together perfectly and super quickly because they're cooked under pressure for just the right amount of time. Now, if you love the look of this recipe, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to be notified of new recipes.